What's going on, y'all? So I had to do this video. I'm just out here chilling with my dogs. I got one back there. I got one right here. So y'all know most of my videos that I create, they're on, most of them, the topics are on relationships, dating, mental health, black empowerment, how to improve as a black community. I'm real big on that. I like to speak on things that are in the Bible, try to relate it to real life. This video is going to be on, I don't really have a title for it, but it's going to be on manipulation. Okay, manipulation can come in many forms. We always see it in the form of relationships, dating, right? We rarely talk about it when it comes to family members. Because I think a lot of times when it comes in the form of family, it's almost like you're supposed to just kind of accept it, right? But in relationships, I've dated women and women have complained because I wasn't gonna take them on an expensive date or a certain kind of date within the first 2 or 3 dates. You might get Texas Roadhouse at the best. And I remember a woman making a comment like, oh, if it wasn't really a problem, I mean, real men with real money, they ain't got a problem with that. And I showed her this video I'm about to show you guys.
So in the checking, there is $135,955.40, and then in the savings, there.
So I sent her that video, and the reason why is because I told you guys, if I'm on date number 1 through 3, and I say, hey, let's go to, can you meet me at Texas Roadhouse? That's where I'm going to eat. I'm going to this Mexican restaurant. Can you meet me there? She's going to try to, oh, if you was a real man, or, oh, if you had money. See, that's manipulation. And see, now she's trying to turn herself into victim, like I'm trying to get over on her. And see, that form of manipulation does not just end in the dating world, relationships. I mentioned earlier that also goes into marriages. It goes into family situations. If you guys go look in the family dynamic, you see it a lot with the mother and daughter dynamic, where a lot of times the son is like the golden child. Now, I want you, before you go further in this video, I need you to Google narcissistic mothers and golden child son. I need you to Google narcissist mothers and daughter dynamic. Don't take my word for it. When you Google, those are going to be doctors, psychiatrists, and therapists from all over the world giving you their definitions. They're going to be videos on what I just said. So I'm just relaying the message. See, your average human being, 90% of the human beings walking this earth don't know too much about psychology. They don't know much about mental health. But when you have a person like me, I see manipulation from a mile away. I know when it's subtle and it looks like, see, you have to understand, toxic people are very creative at creating manipulation, creating abuse, emotional abuse, and going on the defense to act like they're the victim. They're very good at it. Okay, I want you to what I will do is, on the end of this video, I'm going to show you a narcissistic expert, a mental health expert, talking on this exact subject. I'm not going to play the whole video. I'm just going to, at the end of this video, I'll show you a clip so you can know what to type in and go listen to it. See, with me, it's very easy to see when someone's jabbing at somebody indirectly, when somebody's triangulating. I've talked about triangulation plenty of times, right? This is tactics and manipulation tactics that narcissists use, toxic people use, people in the cluster B category. Again, when I'm talking about these things, you can stop the video and you can Google or go to YouTube, and there are doctors and psychiatrists that talk about what I'm talking about. Okay? They are very good at creating emotional abuse and jabbing, and then they want to let time go by, and then, hey, why can't we just put the past in the past? Why can't we just forget about that old stuff I did? Let's focus on the future. Life is short, right? Never mind what they did to you. Never mind they never apologized. Never mind they never apologized. Never mind they never apologized. See that? No, let's move on. You see that dynamic in relationships a lot. Break up, and then you use, we're just going to go ahead. All the makeup sex and all that stuff. See, a lot of times that's the apology. To a lot of people, a lot of victims, that was the apology. It wasn't a real I'm sorry. It was that. But back to the family dynamic. In these family dynamics, there's a thing, normally when you have a toxic person, a lot of times they will recruit people. This word is called flying monkeys. I want you to pause the video and Google narcissists and flying monkeys. I have $500 for you if you go Google that, and it's different from what I'm about to say right now. The flying monkeys, when you're dealing with a narcissist, the narcissist recruits these people. And these are the people that are gonna be sympathetic for the narcissist. They're gonna be sympathetic for the toxic person. They're gonna, we're on your side. We're gonna take up for you. They shouldn't have done you like that, because the narcissist, I remember what I said before, they created the issue over and over, and then they don't like your response. So if somebody spits on me, it didn't physically hurt me, right? But if I beat dog crap down that person's leg and they're laid out, they got to be carried on the stretcher, Mitchell, you shouldn't have beat the dog crap out of him. He only spit on you. That's the logic that they use, right? Now, I'm not going to go too far into detail on examples on this topic. I easily could. But when you've done stuff to people, you see it in relationships all the time. When you see these people going crazy during relationships, during the end or during the breakup, a lot of times that's a person that had their buttons pushed, and that person manipulated them in so many harmful ways that they can't recover. They can't recover from it, and it and they make bad decisions, because they don't know that they're being manipulated. They don't know. They're trying to figure out why this person is doing this to me. Why would this person? And see, when you get hurt, a lot of times you make bad decisions, but it's in response to what somebody did to you. Hold on real quick. I don't want this video to get too dark on you guys. I'm gonna turn these lights on. Hold on just a second. What's going on, buddy? Let me turn these lights on for you guys. When it comes to, hold on just a second, guys. Hold on just a second. All right. When it comes to these kind of people, you have to be really, 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 really careful, because they've been doing this for a long time. This isn't something that they got good at over the course of a year. A lot of times, these are people that are so good at this. They're really good at making it look like after they've caused harmful abuse to a person, they're really good at going to other people and saying, hey, look at, they did this to me. Remember the spitting metaphor that I used? They're not going to say they spit on you, right? They're just going to say, he beat the dog crap out of me and I had to be carried off on a stretcher. Now, the people that I told, they're going to look at the person that beat me up. That's a bad person. That's a evil, just bullying. Bullying that. Why would you bully somebody like that? Right? Just to give you a definition of an example of what that is. But you were never bullied. You were never picked on. You were antagonized. You were emotionally abused. You were targeted. I want you to, if you have a response to this video, I want you to listen to me very clearly. Everything I said is researchable by doctors, psychiatrists, therapists that can explain this way better than I can. And this video is very important because I've seen both. I've seen the mother and daughter dynamic when it comes to narcissists. I've been in a relationship with that dynamic. I've been in a relationship with a girl who had a narcissist mother. This is actually why I'm so well versed. You'll have somebody, and what you have to understand too is when you talk to a lot of these therapists now, these people that have degrees in psychiatry, a lot of them are, they aren't really well versed on narcissism, sorry. The subject narcissism. They're not really well versed on it. And I've even heard people say the word narcissist is a new word. But if you do a little bit of research, you'll know that if you go back to the TV show Dr. House, Dr. House was a narcissist. You remember the TV show Girlfriends with, is it Tracy Ellis Ross? Remember when she was in therapy during the middle of the TV show, the season, and her friend was a narcissist. Sopranos is the blueprint of how a narcissist operates and how they are created. If you go back and look at the Sopranos to show you how serious I am, go look at Tony Soprano's mother. Look at all the underhanded stuff that she would do and have people feel sorry for her. Have people, oh, why would you do your mom like that, Tony? Tony's mom tried to have him killed. And she was still able to manipulate people into thinking like, no, that's my son, I love him. But she tried to have him killed. She undermined him at every turn. She pretended a lot of times to be delusional, to be sick, to be losing her mind. Go back and watch it. Sopranos is the blueprint on narcissism. If you know what you're looking at. And even go back even further. Remember the TV show Frasier? I never watched that show ever until maybe a month or two ago. He was a psychiatrist. That show started back in 1992. Frasier was talking about narcissism in 1992. So that's just for the people that think the word narcissist is new. And I had to speak on this video because I think it's very important, this dynamic, even with parents that try to make their kids feel like, you owe me this, I birthed you. My mother never made me feel like that. Because you know why? Because it was her responsibility to take care of me. It was her responsibility. She brought me into this world. I didn't ask to be here. Now, if I want to do nice things, am I grateful for my mother? Hey, come here. Come here. He's trying to get on TV. It's not. Now, if I want to do something nice for my mother, I'll go do it. I just took my niece and my mother to Vegas. They came to Vegas with me. Now, remember, I just told you, I won't even take a woman that's on date number 1 through 3. No place better. The meal won't even be more than $40, right? No more than $50. I took my mom and my niece out, and 2 of our meals, we went to a brunch and we went to a dinner the next day. For 3 of us, it was $600. Didn't even blink. Because those are the women that we need to be caring about. You take care of family. You don't take care of these random women that want to boost their... I've already said that part. We've already talked. You don't take care of these women that want you to boost their ego because they're going to go deal with some bum. They're going to go give their all to some bum, and they're going to use you to boost their self-esteem back up.